Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Visionary Voices 2.0. Today we have with us Mr. Amit Saxena. Sir is the Vice President and Head of Technology in Aditya Birla Renewables Limited. Sir, we are very glad to have you.
Same here. Pleasure.
I'll start by asking you the first question. What, according to you, are the biggest challenges a company faces while adopting and adapting to the renewable resources technologies?
So, businesses normally have electricity as one of their raw materials. So, it's an input cost to them. When you're trying to put renewable energy, you're trying to do two things. One is that you're trying to get electricity at cheaper prices than the grid prices. The other thing is you're trying to become a green company so that you have a lesser carbon footprint. In both the cases, when you're installing a renewable energy project, whether it is on premise or away from the premise at a better location, the challenges you face is one, with respect to access to finance or cost of capital. See, businesses are always risky. So there is a certain market risk associated when businesses take lending. So they get very high rate of interest, maybe 12%, 14%. And the smaller the business, the higher the risk, right? And renewable energy tends to pay back only after a certain rate of interest. If the interests are very high, you'll not have any profit or let's say financial benefit from it. The other risk that you see is because it's an asset you're putting in, it's a plant machinery that you're buying. So it's a capex investment that you're doing. You're paying for it upfront and then possibly loan also over the time. But you're dependent on nature. But nobody knows, right? A large global event could also trigger a change in weather. I'm not talking about climate, but weather. One bad season can really throw off your returns from the investment. So I see cost of capital or access to finance, and the second one being the predictability or lack of predictability of weather that risks renewable investments.
Okay, so a question along the similar lines. What, according to you, can be done to mitigate these risks and expand the use of renewable technologies?
So I'll get to the later part first. So renewable energy, you can draw the most savings if they are directly accessible to you. For example, if you have a rooftop, then you don't have to pay wheeling charges, you don't have to pay transmission charges, and you don't have to pay any other charges to a developer. So all the electricity you get is free of cost after it pays back. So that is one thing all companies could do. Everybody has a rooftop and industries have large rooftops. There are some low energy intensive industry like packing material who have very large area but very low power requirement. So rooftops could be the first line of defense that any company can put in to mitigate, to improve the adoption. The other way could be to adopt, so there are weather prediction models available in the market. The qualified coordinating agencies who give you the weather prediction model for, next day, next week, few years. Those could be brought in. Another thing could be that, we can look at green financing or a better access to finance. There are platforms now developing like EcoFi and others who are providing 7.9 or 8% rate of interest, but a lot of part has to be played by regulatory bodies, the government, the banking and finance systems, things like that. Yeah, they would be the most important factor.
Thank you so much for your valuable insights, sir. We are very grateful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much and stay tuned.